Today, we're going to unpack the low effort, high conflict family. In this family, you're left with minimal care, but you're also consumed with consistent chaos, draining you of your energy. You cannot win for losing in these family dynamics, and you end up feeling very powerless. In a low effort, high conflict family, again, genuine care and emotional investment are very minimal. Yet every interaction seems to spark defensiveness and conflict. So this dynamic means that your family members rarely take any time to truly connect with each other, leaving so many unresolved issues and tensions to fester inside. And then these, tensions end up erupting over very trivial issues. So the constant conflict creates a chronic state of stress, anxiety, making you feel like you're always walking on eggshells because you are. And it's a stress-filled environment which wears you to your bone. Without the emotional support or validation, you can end up just feeling minimized, resentful, and totally overwhelmed by the perpetual chaos, plus the avoidance of having any connection or support to work this chaos out. And because there's so little effort to foster that genuine connection, these conflicts become the way of life in these families. And even the most trivial issues will spark a storm of resentment and conflict and yelling or avoidance and stonewalling, whatever that pattern is. But this pattern of control through constant avoidance leads to the conflicts just becoming so intense that you're off balance all the time as you try to navigate both the neglect and the constant fighting. So let's talk about some strategies to protect yourself. First, set very clear boundaries, even if they're just boundaries that you know about inside yourself. But you have to define the behavior that you will and will not tolerate, and you have to stick to those limits, even if that means you totally disrupt the family dynamic. If verbal boundaries aren't going to work, shut your mouth and use your feet. Walk away, no explanation necessary. Simply remove yourself from the dynamic and do not look back. I also think it's highly important to seek relationships with people who offer you the genuine care and stability that you're really looking for. And I think that if you focus on your own life and the successes that you desire to have, you can have all that now that you've created this distance between yourself and this mess of a family environment that you were in that was really tethering you down. Remember, you deserve a nurturing environment, not one of constant conflict and neglect. Prioritize your well-being by setting the boundaries and seeking the supportive connections you need and deserve, and taking time for yourself. And that is your clarity for the day. Hope you can use it well.